From Julio Cruz and Gaylord Perry to Alvin Davis and Harold Reynolds to father and son back to back bombs. From Junior J, Joey, and Edgar with Randy, A-Rod, Dan, and the Sheriff to Ichiro Moyer and Mikey C to King Felix, Kyle Cruz, and Cano to the present with Julio, Gilbert, Kirby, and Cal. I don't believe it. It just continues. My, oh my, it's another sports podcast. Because if you guys didn't know, our super producer Indy was actually in Seattle this past weekend. He's golfing, he's doing the lake and mountain thing. But of course, we had to go to the old ballpark, and it was fantastic. Let's go back 2 weeks. The Mariners win 8 straight games, Sam. Mariners win 8 straight games. Texas Power Rangers already talking that shit because we then lose 3 out of 4, man. There's so many ways to go here. Take it any way you want to start, man.
It's encouraging, I'll have to say, to begin with, for the especially with the young guys, with Colt and Cole and everyone stepping up, and the fact that we're doing this without two of our better offensive weapons, it says a lot. No, then now three, because JP's now been knocked out, and he had just kind of been on a tear. So we need to get healthy, but it's an encouraging sign, I have to say, for the team in general.
Well, the bottom line is even after a blazing hot stretch that included 2 series sweeps, this is a team, Sam, that is still in first place in the AL West. It's a weak division. It's a mediocre league overall. And so it's not going to take a 100-win season to really go for a number 2 seed this year. You might be able to do it at 90 wins, 92 wins, and that's something the Mariners could get hot enough and obtain. Sam, I want to stay on the positive here, and let's just take turns here, man. Let's bat it back and forth. You already talked about the injuries, the bad luck. I want to shout out JP Crawford, man, because JP was on fire with the home runs. We were in right field, Sam, with your great son, Sammy. 2 home runs by JP out to our section. He's got the
Yes, sir.
homers, he's line drives, he's nightly web gems, the leadership, and he gets hit in the hand. And all of a sudden, Patrick Wisdom is our starting third baseman, man. But I wanted to
Yeah.
shout out JP Crawford. We need to get our health back, man. Who do you think on the positive side needs a shout out right now?
Naylor, man. Naylor is just one of my favorite players. That batting glove or base running glove throw that he did, dude, I just love the effort. I know that Detroit fans are saying it was a dirty move, but it didn't affect the play at all. And I think it was fucking sweet. It just shows that he cares, and he'll do whatever he can to help our team win. So yeah, I love it. The whole little spat he got in with Detroit made me laugh.
Oh, heck yeah. And I love saying this, man. Shout out to my grandpa. Shout out to my dad. May they rest in peace. But you need to sometimes play some piss and vinegar baseball. And Josh Naylor brings that sort of attitude to the diamond. I love it, man. Dude, the real estate Joey. What's up, homie? Real good bad
Thank you,
blah,
Joey.
blah.
Appreciate
And of
it.
course, Mariners lifer. He has been rocking with us since the very beginning. The roster gets so much better with better health. The lineup gets so much better. This isn't even in my notes at all, Sam, but I just want to pull it really quick and ask you. I'm looking at Cal, JP, and Donovan coming back to a lineup full of left-handed studs. Do we maybe think about moving a left-handed bat to get a little more balance and just get a right-handed stud in there?
If we could find a right-handed stud, they don't seem to be, I don't know, as plentiful right now. People that can hit the left-handed pitching really well. So
Okay.
whatever
Okay.
we can do, yeah, I'll take at least a right-handed power guy that can actually have some pop. Kind of seems to be rare right now, but
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Well, talking about pop, man, and I'm talking about left-handed studs. Well, I gotta talk about Luke Rayleigh. I gotta talk about Dominic Canzone, man. Both
mm-hmm.
players with OPSs over 850. They've both provided so much power. Canzone with 8, I believe Rayleigh with 14. Luke
Yeah.
Rayleigh really, really stepping up in the power production. And I just want to talk about Canzone for a sec, Sam, because I keep coming back to it. What I see from him is completely real because it's about having good takes. It's about fouling off pitchers' pitch strikes. It's about getting that single when you need to and then muscling up when you must. I have it in my notes here, man, and okay, here it is right here, man. Dominic Canzone. You want to call this a fluke? I say hell no, Sam. Right now, Dominic Canzone's in the 96th percentile for barrel rate and the 95th percentile for average exit velo. Canzone has a plan. He's not perfect, but damn it, when he is on, he is mashing. And traditional stats and the Google StatCast analytics are both in his favor.
And what he hit that one 450 over the center field wall.
450 in one of
Yeah,
the
dude, that's
toughest
wild.
ballparks to hit mash in. Maybe the toughest ballpark to mash in.
Yeah, yeah, and right before that, he had a couple innings before that, something like that. He had a double going right back to center field too. So yeah, dude, he's been mashing. Him and Rayleigh both
Mm,
deserve a shout out. And they let Rayleigh get some burn against a lefty today, and shit, we went 2 for 2. Or was that yesterday? Well, one of these 2 days.
mm.
Well, yeah, with the bunt and yeah, then the hit right after.
I mean, we got to be almost done with this Ref Snyder thing, man. I
Yeah,
feel like we're really starting to get overtime on having it run its course.
yeah, he went 2 for 2 a couple games ago, but I still don't care. He doesn't make up for it. Not good enough to stick around, in my opinion. We can have
Okay.
Garver take his place once we get healthy.
Okay. Well, we were just, me and Sam, if y'all didn't know, we have been really, really close friends since T-ball, since kindergarten. We've played everything together or against each other. We have cheered for all the Seattle teams together our entire lives. And so we text back and forth all year around. And at some point early in the week, Sam, you brought up Jose Ferrer. And you were honestly higher on the trade than I was on the time, and you wanted to bring him up. So I just want you to tell me whatever you got on your chest about this trade for the Southpaw Ferrer.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I think it was a great move, just like I did a while ago, because yeah, I didn't think we would be getting anything out of the catcher we still had in the minor leagues at the moment, and so I mean it was time to move on. He didn't have a place on the roster, and we got something for him. And hell, if Munoz keeps pitching like he's pitching, he might be our closer here soon. Him or Brash, or a combination thereof of both of them. I think would, like you said earlier, Ty, would be the best move right there with Brash. But Ferrer's been a rock. Ever he had a little rocky like first week, but since then, it's been just clear skies for him, and he's just been killing it for us. Slightly shaky outing today, but he got out of it.
Well, you're certainly not going to be perfect. And one thing that's going to help, Sam, is if you have the best walk rate in baseball, which Jose Ferrer does. I mean, absolutely incredible. And we were talking about Dom Canzone and his ridiculous hard hit rate. Well, Ferrer has a better barrel rate than 97% of Major League Baseball. I mean, he is in the upper 3% in terms of getting weak contact from opposing hitters. And what's freaking crazier, Sam, is with Ferrer, he's actually could be even better just based on what he's doing. I'm looking at his heater. His heater has given up a 284 average, but the expected batting average is way down at 203. I mean,
Oh
Ferrer's
damn.
come in balling, and I think we also need to be real because you kind of mentioned it. Andres Munoz, man, I'm starting to get concerned, bro.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. 100% concerned right now. I don't know if it's a confidence thing. I think it might be, but yeah, confidence and Maybe there's an injury. Who knows? But he's not been himself. He's not been sharp. He's not been throwing that slider really at all. He's was fastball heavy again today, and I think they need to get him some burn in some less high leverage situations, a little bit more. Yeah, give him a few run lead in the 8th or 7th or something like that. And we'll let Brash or Ferrer finish it out for a while. Because, yeah, man, it hasn't been pretty, and it's been costing us games, and we got to get it figured out. That's
Yeah,
how
no
I see
doubt.
it.
No doubt. I love it, man. We got trade talks all over the live chat I'm going to get into in a second,
Oh,
Sam.
shit, yeah.
But Andre Munoz, man, like it's real to be concerned about this right now because basically, if your closer dips below 70% on a save rate, then you really need to search for an alternative, man. It's that bad. And Munoz is down at 64%. Munoz
Damn.
is well below the mark for when you need to look for other options. Now, let's be clear here, Sam. I'm not saying we demote him forever. I'm not
No.
saying that we're just going to shit on him. This, like you said, we need to rebuild his confidence. And
Mm-hmm.
one thing's for real with Munoz, man, is his slider is just awesome. I mean, he has like the most elite whiff and K rates in all of baseball, but he's getting crushed, man. His save percentage is horrible, and it's because he's either walking the guy or throwing meatballs. You mentioned on our text thread, couple
Yeah.
walks to start, man. You dig yourself
Well,
that
in the
grave
eight
that
and
they
nine
score every
hitters,
time.
you
And
just
yeah,
can't do that on the 8 and 9 hitters. It just can't happen.
no.
I don't care if you throw him a meatball. I mean, make him beat you. Don't just give it to him.
Texas Ranger, I do not think Munoz is broken, but I definitely think he needs to be rebuilt. And like we were talking about with Ferreira kicking ass and taking names this year, so has Matt Brash. And so
Mm-hmm.
we are already thinking to bring Munoz back to where he needs to be and where he can be. Let's bring him down more to the Spire 6th, 7th range, and we can really just rely on Ferrer and Brash, play the matchups. We don't need to have that number one closer right now. And I really, truly believe we rebuild Munoz like that, and then everything will be right in the bullpen again.
Or fuck it, bring up Cade Anderson.
Oh, baby. Well, okay. I mean, we got Mariners Lifer on here wanting to trade Castillo and a prospect for a closer. I think that's sort of realistic. The other option is, do we want to go for a Tarek Skubal even? I mean,
Yeah. I mean, it would be great. I mean, it would be a rental.
it's a rental no matter what. The
Yeah.
Mariners are 100% not going to be able to re-sign him, Sam.
Yeah. No, they
Even
won't.
if the CBA makes it way more restrictive for the top few teams to outspend everybody, Scubo's market's still only going to be like 3 to 5 teams.
Yeah. No. Yeah. It'll be Dodgers and the usual suspects: Padres, Yankees, Mets. One of those guys are going to go for him. But man, it would be great to have him. I mean, he'd be the instant ace. He can win you the series by himself a lot of the times. It would be fucking amazing. But I don't know. It would be a tough trade package to put together. And yeah, Cade is off the table, and Sloan. I wouldn't trade either of those guys. Um, yeah, dude. And none of our top five. I mean, maybe Feline Celestin. I don't know. I think it'll be hard if we incorporate Castillo in that trade. I think it would have to be a Kirby. I don't know if they'll. I mean, maybe, and we don't want. I don't know. It'll be a tough trade.
Well, Castillo has so little value, man. Castillo has like almost no value. In my mind, you're gonna have to trade a prospect for someone to take Luis. And let's be real here, though. The piggybacks worked. It was messy. It hurt some feelings, but we needed to ease Bryce Miller back, and we still need to be cautious with him, man. This is a guy that's missed a ton of time in the last 200 games or so that were to be played. Was he the best pitcher in the playoffs? Absolutely. Is he pitching like an ace right now? I have so many numbers about him right in front of me, Sam, but they really need to be careful with them. Luis Castillo, he was on the struggle bus so bad, we're wondering if we need to DFA him and pay him $25 million next year to not even be on the team. And he has revived himself and looking like Luis again. And I looked at it, Sam, in the last, just last season and this season. Luis Castillo is the only starter that didn't miss a start due to injury.
Yep,
And so this is
the Rock.
honestly a rotation where we want to see certain guys pitch one every 5 days, but for the health of the staff and hopefully the health of the postseason staff, maybe the 6 arm rotation is what gets us there healthy. As y'all might remember, Brian Wu was the best regular season starter last year and wasn't even able to go in the playoff.
Yep, yep. No, it's definitely true. We got to make room for our couple young guys coming from the minors too. I don't know. We have some pieces we can trade and make some big moves. I think to really help our team, and I would think it'd be dumb not to take it. If not this year, when? I mean, I don't want to trade the whole farm system away, but a prospect and one of those starting pitchers to get a lot better, I'll do that all day long.
Yeah, yeah. Well, Mariners Lifer brought up the really key one, and that's George Kirby. And I'm looking at Kirby and Logan Gilbert because both guys are coming up within the next 2-3 year span for free agency. There's no way I think the Mariners should be in the business of re-signing them at all. It'll be a albatross of a contract for a middle class organization. We got Kate Anderson, we got Ryan Sloan. These guys are getting almost to the point where it's like, what are they even doing there? Are they even able to get better if they're able to just mow these bitches down so freaking easily? Everyone needs a challenge in life to be able to progress. So, maybe we are able to get a big time closer to help the back of the rotation. Maybe we can get a big time right handed Batman. And I'm telling you, Sam, George Kirby and Michael Arroyo is a great starting point to getting a great player right freaking there.
Yeah, yeah, definitely is. I would pull that trigger and try to do Castillo and maybe a different trade package because I think he's building his trade value a little bit back up with these last few starts. He's
Yeah,
looking a little bit
yeah.
more like himself, and there'd be a playoff team that would want him.
And well, yeah, that's such a great point too. When rich teams get desperate, that's when the value of a guy like Castillo goes back up. To the teams that don't give a shit about no $25 million next year, that it could be a great move for them. But you always got to have a trade partner. Shout out Tyson B in the house, man. We know he's the Baltimore Orioles fan. He's the Baltimore Ravens fan. I honestly have no idea what's going on in Orioles land this year besides kind of a shitty record. So I feel for him there, man. But I told you I brought these numbers down, and I got to give it. Dude, Bryce Miller, even though he's only been able to pitch 22 starts the last 2 seasons, freaking outstanding this year, Sam. Traditional stats, a 1.33 ERA, a .78 whip, and outstanding 5.8 strikeout to walk ratio. Domination. Then we look more in the analytical statcast type of way. Only 2% of big league pitchers have a better hard hit rate, and only 1% of big league pitchers have a better expected ERA. Bryce Miller, we have to do whatever it takes to keep him healthy because this guy's a difference maker.
He is, yeah, no, he is a difference maker, and ever since he came up a couple years ago, man, he's just been throwing gas, and that
Yeah.
heater is hard to catch up to. So especially with that rise he has on it. And so,
Mhm.
yeah, man, we got to make sure we get to keep him healthy because he showed in the playoffs last year how important he can be for our team because he was shown.
Absolutely. It's fun to watch too. You talk about the little bit of rise in that giddy up. I like to call it the giddy up on that fastball right there, though.
Yeah,
But he's been living at that very tippy top part of the zone with that pitch, and it looks so hittable with your eye, but you can't freaking touch it. Just nasty, nasty performance. And I'm so happy for Bryce Miller and Emerson Hancock, man. You know, these were the guys kind of like the pups with LG the OG, George Kirby. Luis Castillo was already established vet before he even came to the ball club. But
yeah.
it's looking like maybe Miller, maybe Hancock, maybe Wu, maybe this second wave of guys might even be the more talented bunch.
It's maybe looking that way, dude, because they're coming in on fire right now. Cole Young,
And the third wave might be the best.
yeah,
With Cade and Sloan, that third wave might be the best. Holy shit,
yeah,
bro.
yeah. I got to ask you a question. Do you think we see another, you and chat, do we think we see another Aaron Judge MVP again? Because have you heard about this fracture that he's got? The stress fracture?
How bad is it?
Uh, that's the thing.
Bad. Okay.
Well, I mean, it's not a full break, but those can take 6, 7, 8 months, and it might never heal until it fully
Oh
breaks.
no. Okay.
So, I mean, it could fully heal or it could come back. I mean, like it could affect him for quite a while, is what I hear. At least for most of this year, and it could get worse if it doesn't heal properly or it just gets re-injured.
Well, if you take Aaron Judge out of the picture, just a quick reaction would be Bobby Witt Jr. for sure. And he's a two-way dynamo, and his highlights are so spectacular, it helps you love him more. And it's helped us all these years, man, seeing those spectacular highlight plays. Screw the Yankees, man. Screw the
Yeah,
Yankees, dude.
yeah,
And I actually love Aaron Judge, man. I don't really think there's any reason not to like him except for he's a New York Yankee. But I mean,
yeah.
and I think it might be their fan base that's gotten me a little bit on this, man. But their fan base acts like some broken, shitty, cursed franchise, and everyone else is just we're looking sideways like you ain't cursed for shit, man. You
Oh yeah, and they were
27
making
champion.
excuses to try to get Judge the MVP this year again. Like, oh, if we keep losing, that shows just how valuable he really is. And trying to kind of make the point without using actual stats, like they were trying to give us shit for with Cal last year. Besides the home runs, like what else besides home runs do you guys have? And blah blah blah. Judge has this, and this. Well, now they're on the other side of the tune because he's hurt and probably won't play most of the year now.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Sam, I want to take this on a complete like crazy turn right here, but I thought it was important to note because I wanted to look this up, dude. And we all talk about how the PCL, the Pacific Coast League, the AAA league in which the
The
Tacoma Rainiers
Raniers,
play.
yeah,
Yeah, the good old Rainiers, man. What a great historic beer up here. But
yeah.
the altitude, it's a bandbox, it's a hitter's environment, Sam, that these stats are inflated, and there are plenty of Tacoma superstars that have turned into big league studs and stars as well. But I'm looking at this, and the Mariners might be figuring out who to keep and who to trade very well, man. Like Harry Ford had a 868 OPS for Tacoma. He has a 607 right now for AAA Rochester.
Jeez.
607. Tyler Locklear had an 884 OPS in the minors. He's down to 532 in the bigs. Jared Kelnick for Tacoma in back-to-back seasons had a 922 and an 868 OPS. Outstanding back-to-back season. His career is 656 in the bigs. So the Mariners might be onto something that I wonder if other teams are going to be able to figure out, and I have no idea how to do this. This is so far beyond my knowledge, Sam. But I think a critical thing in scouting and how to develop your team is how do you decipher the PCL inflated stats versus who's actually a baller? Because like we got Mariners Lifer, Cole Young balling, Colt Emerson balling, Julio, Cal. We got a ton of success stories also. They're seeing something and knowing who to get rid of and who to keep.
Yeah, no, they definitely are. Yeah, I mean, you could tell. I mean, a lot of the times they're just keeping guys in Double A most of the time, unless they need a little bit more seasoning. And that's the one thing with Cade. I can see them possibly maybe trying to do is putting them in Triple A just a little bit, just to maybe challenge them to face some hitters who have actually been up in the bigs a little bit. But most of the time they want them to go right from Double A to the team to the show. But we'll see what happens because you can tell he's bored. Damn, not bored, but he's not being challenged. He is
Mm-hmm.
just
Mm-hmm.
killing it. So yeah, we got to figure out something with him to challenge him a little bit more, whether it's bring him up or have him in AAA. That's where I'm at that.
God, that would be fun. Oh, we know Jerry just has this thing about putting his star pitchers in AAA, man. He just
Yeah,
there's something, and out of it's confidence, it's having them play in the bandbox, learning bad
exactly it.
habits
Yes.
from crusty veterans that are pissed off at pro baseball. There's a litany of reasons, but Jerry just does not want his top dogs in AAA.
No, no, he doesn't. He doesn't. You can tell. You could tell. Well, I mean, well, shit. Look what happened to Kelnick and them. Maybe that's what they figured out. They stopped sending him to AAA and stopped him at AA. Who
Well,
knows?
well, Sam, I got one more issue we got to really bring up here, and this is freaking crazy, man. Is Johnny Pareda versus Mitch Garver? Because Cal Raleigh's been out for an extended period of time, and we've needed somebody to fill in. And Johnny Pareda is day by day taking and more of this catcher's playing time, Sam. And he absolutely should be. Dude, Pareda has a higher WAR than Garver in 17 less games.
Dang, I didn't know that. That's crazy.
Johnny Pareda's got a 295 average versus Mitch Garver's 190. Pareda's got 2 home runs in 49 plate appearances. Garver's got 2 home runs in 95 plate appearances. Johnny Pareda's got a 130 OPS plus versus Garver's 80. It appears that Parade is good with game management. He's a really good challenger, I've noticed already, and the pitchers really seem to like him. I hope the Mariners might be able to make the baseball move here to
They do.
keep
They
Pareda.
toss Ref Snyder. That's what they do.
Oh,
Garver takes Reffi spot, and Pareda is the backup.
and then we hold 3 catchers and just get rid of Reffy.
Yeah,
Hell yeah, thank you, because that was such a because this the facts are here. Pareda's played really good ball. Mariners lifer Pareda is who I would keep too, but
yeah.
the business of baseball matters in this situation to the mildly serious middle market Mariners, man, because Mitch Garver has no options, man. He either clears waivers and he's going to elect free agency most likely. If I was Mitch Garver, I'd say fuck Tacoma. I'm a guess that some team thinks I'm one of the top 60 catchers on the planet.
Yeah, and the thing is, we don't want Garver catching that much because of injuries. His injury past and everything, you want him out of the crouch as much as possible most of the time. So, I mean, yeah, put him in and have him hit with Reffy. We're in Reffy spot and the split. And yeah, Pareda, man, we got to keep his ass.
Yes.
We can't send him
Then
back.
then it still comes down to the money. Eat the money.
Yeah.
And Jerry DePoto's had so many problems with these free agency bats, but it's really hard when you're always trying to make chicken salad out of chicken shit in these situations, man. When you're looking to get a difference-making right-handed bat and you go for 1 year, $6 million, you're not going to get a right-handed difference-making bat.
Yeah, it's true. Facts. Spitting facts right now, Ty.
Sorry,
yeah,
and I love Jerry. There's just it's a struggle sometimes. And Sam, I was just talking. Like went down this funny rabbit hole, and you got to hear this, man. Some guys just love to play their game. Some guys love to ball out. Ice Cube's Big Three League has been more successful than most people could have imagined, and a huge part is guys love to play their games. And I was thinking, I don't think Garver would go to AAA. Not like someone like Robinson Cano, who is still actively playing in the Mexican League for the Diablos Rojos at 43 years old with his 2-3 plus $100 million in career earnings. Robinson's in the Mexican League hitting .323 with 10 homers and 44 RBIs. Cano is also signed to play the 26-27 season in the Mexican Pacific Winter League. I just love it. Some guys just love the game so much and the money doesn't matter. They want to compete, man.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. That's the Seahawk mentality right there.
Mm-hmm. Fucking wild, though.
Transition to the Seahawks.
Well, Sam, take it away, man. I think the very first thing we need to do when we're talking about the Seattle Seahawks right now is I think the undisputed quarterback in franchise history retire, man. Talk to me, man. Russell Wilson.
Yeah, it's big. He finally hung it up. He's going to CBS with Burleson and them now. Yeah, man, we gotta open our arms back to Russ. I mean, he's the best quarterback in franchise history. He just is. And so, I'm not about to do anything. He was a great person while I was here. He got humbled. Hopefully, he learned his lesson on that. And yeah, I welcome him back with open arms. I love Russ. I did watch his downfall with glee and giddy, and I was all giddy about it because we were getting great draft picks out of it. But
Yeah, the draft picks mattered. The draft picks
they
mattered.
did. They did. But yeah, after that, man, I mean, yeah, I wish him the best. Him and his family. He's was a great Seahawk for us. So yeah, I'm happy that I hope he gets into the Hall. I want to say that. I think his stats are good enough to do it. And yeah, the afterwards, the last few seasons were rough for him, but I don't think he played his way out of it. I don't think you should be able to play your way out of it if you have the stats.
Well, and we'll see what happens here too. And I think that the Hall of Fame voters are being really careful about Eli Manning. Because he's that guy where I feel if Eli gets in, then the floodgates open and everyone's fucking in.
Yeah, that's a fact.
And I'll say this, if you want to make the Hall of Fame super, super exclusive, then Eli, Russ, Phillip, Rivers, those kind of guys, maybe they're not in. So we'll see how that goes, Sam. But I just want to talk about blind resume. 5th all-time passer rating. 5th all-time passer rating. 16th in passing yards, 12th in touchdown passes, 4th in QB rushing yards. Now, let's put this in perspective. Russell Wilson had over 5,500 rushing yards, Sam. That's halfway to 10,000. 10,000 automatically puts you on a ballot, and half the players to reach 10,000 made the Hall of Fame. So to me, when you're just looking at it from a numbers standpoint, Russell is like halfway to the Hall of Fame on rushing yards alone.
That's wild. That's absolutely wild.
5,568, man. And the 10,000's a mark where you start to get serious because half of the 10,000 yard plus rushers are in the Hall. So you get to 10,000, you become serious candidate.
And can you tell the story of the NFL without mentioning Russell Wilson's name? Probably not. No.
Are you kidding me?
And was he did he pave the way for other quarterbacks of his same size and stature?
Oh
like
my
Kyler
gosh,
Murray?
yeah. It made teams make bad draft choices. Teams made bad draft choices because Russell Wilson is such an outlier. We do need to remember that. But I mean, this is a guy like what? 10-time Pro Bowler, 2 Super Bowl appearances. We obviously know he won one. I love this stat, Sam. 7 seasons with a QB rating over 100. 7 seasons with a QB rating over 100. Russell Wilson, his production and efficiency is fucking ridiculous, man. Just absurd, Sam. You know my favorite stat for a quarterback is touchdowns versus turnovers. Are you protecting the rock and are you putting points on the board? Well, Russell Wilson had 376 total touchdowns and 150 total turnovers. That means Russell Wilson had 226 more touchdowns than turnovers. He was ultra productive. We all know about the moon ball, the Houdini act to keep plays alive. Yeah, he ran into a lot of sacks and made his line look bad at times, but he also made so many fucking big plays. You lived with those sacks every single time. I don't think he's first ballot, but I think at some point he's going to get in there.
No, I definitely think he should. He deserves it. Because yeah, dude, he was a little inconsistent, like you were just saying. But man, how many come from behind victories did he have? I mean, he's got to be up there in the top for quarterback.
Up there with the all-time. Yeah. Okay, Sam.
You'd think, without even looking, I think you'd have to be probably top 10 in there. I mean, top 10, 15 at the most.
Man, you brought up that thing where, and it is in the criteria. We know that's an open book about can you tell the story of the NFL without so-and-so player. Shout out Tyson B. You can't tell the story of the NFL without Ray Lewis or Ed Reed or John Ogden. And I don't know if you can tell it without Russell Wilson. And some of it, like look at Joe Namath. A huge part of Joe Namath is the persona, the legend, the aura. Well, what about Russell Wilson, man? It's payback. Russell Wilson falling way back in the draft, man. Eminem, Rihanna. There's monsters in my head, man. Like the biggest song of the year, he's in that shit with one of the greatest rappers ever and one of the greatest pop stars ever. This guy, like, we think about slow declining Russ because that's what we've seen recently. We forgot he took the fucking league and pop culture by storm.
Yeah, he did. Look who he's married to. He got married to Sierra and everything. So I mean, he's done well for himself coming from Wisconsin and shit. Then so good for him. And yeah, I think he should get into the Hall. And he's got everything. He's got the stats. He's got stats to match it. He's got a Super Bowl and the whole "you can't tell the story of the NFL without him" situation. I think he should get in, definitely.
Boy,
And did
that
you hear
interception hurts.
about?
If he didn't throw the interception at the end of Super Bowl 49, this wouldn't even be a conversation. I
Oh yeah,
swear to
no, it would
Christ.
be a second Super Bowl. There would be no question,
Mhm.
no
You know,
question
and
at all.
Texas Ranger, I'm all good with my quarterback being corny. I kind of want him to be corny. I want him to be a little bit nerdy and straight edge, dude. The quarterback's got a different responsibility on the team than every other dude.
As we were talking about on the way to the Mariners game, and I told you the story I heard about Tavares Jackson being a big dice guy and stuff. We were talking about, yeah, you know, there's some guys you just don't, some position players you don't want to be that guy, and quarterback is one of the ones you don't want to be the guy who's shooting dice with the rest of the team, wagering a whole huge sums of money. I want the buttoned up guy who's sets the example. That's what you
Well,
got to
let's
have
get
in your
into it right
quarterback.
now, man. Let's get into it right now. Mariners life are point blank shooting at us, dude, and it's
I was
as
about to
real
bring
as
it
it
up for
gets.
you, Ty.
It's
Yep.
as real as it gets, Sam. This man just set the record for sacks on a god awful team, and he's coming to the team that was easily the second best team in the NFL. What do you think about Miles Garrett to the Rams?
It was a good move for them. It makes them a better team. And besides that, it is what it is. I mean, who knows if he'll be there when we play him in week 17, 16, and 18, whatever it is. Um, he might be hurt. You never know what's going to happen. He might not gel well with the team. Who knows? I mean, he is one of the best defensive players of all time. He's a beast. He's aging. He's 32. A lot of the times people
I think he's only
his
30.
is he only 30?
Yeah, yeah. That's a huge.
About that.
He's one of those babies in the NFL.
Really? Okay. If you say so. And yeah, man, I mean, he's a beast, but he's only one guy. Team defense is going to win. Mike Mack, as he said, that doesn't care. Doesn't care. We don't care. We're going to do our own thing. We worry about us. So good for the Rams. They mortgage their future and went all in on it. Congrats. I hope it doesn't work out for them. That's where my head's at on it.
Well, it's funny you say that, Sam. I mean, we're in the Pacific Northwest, and one thing you see time for time is battles in the sky, man. And you brought up the team pass rush and the bald eagle. The bald eagle is an apex flying badass in the sky, but, but they get in fights for territory with the crows all the time up here, and the one or
Yep.
two crows will get fucked up. You get that murder of crows together, and the crows always take the territory from the eagle. So I'm with you, man. The group, the murder, the pack can always overcome the apex predator. Sam, you know I was going to bring something to the table factual on this shit. And Miles Garrett's one of my favorite players of the entire generation. He is absolutely fantastic. But here is a fact, Sam. The last time an NFL sack leader won the Super Bowl in the same season was in 1999, 27 years ago. In this century, there has never been the leading sacker that won the Super Bowl in that same season.
I'm trying to think who won that Super Bowl. It was right before the Ravens one. I can't think of it.
It's a great question, man. It's Kevin Carter on the Greatest Show of Turf Rams.
Okay, interesting. I
Because
didn't know
Kevin
that.
Carter was never an elite player. He was always a good player. So that's why you never think of him. And when you look at the list of the leading sackers, almost always all pro or a Hall of Famer. I mean, that's
Yeah,
just how it goes. But we're talking about the team pass rush, and John Schneider's done this forever. We've talked about this on this show before, Sam. Way back 2012, 2013, I was all in. The Seahawks needed more pass rush. I was like, Mario Williams, Mario Williams. Well, John Schneider got Mike Bennett and Cliff Averill. Those two are way better than just Super Mario.
yeah, yeah. Agreed, 100% on that. Uh, yeah, man. I mean, and I don't know, Miles Garrett. It's a great trade for them. I'm not worried. And they lost Verse, man. Verse is going to be a problem for
Versus a
years to come.
badass.
And would I have made this same trade? And have you heard this whole situation people talking about? Like, would you have made this trade if we would have subbed in Byron Murphy?
Absolutely not.
No, I wouldn't either.
And that's what it would have taken, like Murphy or Spoon, because the Browns were not going to make that trade unless there was another young budding star defender in that mix. And I applaud them for standing firm on that, because I truly believe that Jared Verse is more valuable than, say, pick 29 next year.
Yeah, yeah, no, 100%. I mean, he's a third-year player now, one Rookie of the Year. Yeah, man. I mean, he's going to be a tough
Improving.
loss for the Rams. Yeah,
Hell, Jared Verse, I think Jared Verse went like 16, 17, 18, that range. Jared
yeah,
Verse in this year's draft probably goes top 10.
yeah, yeah. I mean, he was picked right after Byron Murphy, wasn't he? A couple picks, like soon
Yeah.
after.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
It's
yeah,
really interesting, dude, because here's the thing, though. From the Rams' perspective, and I'm talking about the Crows being able to outmuscle the majestic eagle in the skies. We literally see it in the Pacific Northwest. But if I'm a Rams fan, I'm saying, time out, Buster. We have the Crows, and now we have the Eagle. Because you got, Kobe Turner, Braden Fisk, Byron Young. That's some real shit right there. But I still like the Seahawks' depth more, even with the Mafe loss. Because Dante Fowler, man, he was number 2 on my list. This guy still got something left in the tank. And all they're asking to do is be the third or fourth edge rusher, not the third or fourth pass rusher, the third or fourth edge guy, man. This shit's awesome.
yeah, yeah. It is. It is 100%. So yeah, man. I mean, it is what it is. I'm not scared. I'll say that. I'm not scared at all. He's a great player, but this is why we have a stud left tackle. I mean, we paid him to do this job, and he's done it before against
And
Garrett.
one thing that makes me kind of happy about this, Sam, is seeing this move makes me think more and more that Sean McVay is not going to be a lifelong coach.
Yeah,
I feel, if Sean McVay thought he was going to be with the Rams for another 10 to 15 years, I don't know if he would keep mortgaging so much for the right now, which just makes the Ty Simpson draft pick. I don't even, am I crazy to think I'm more confused about the Ty Simpson pick now after they go out and get maybe the best player on the planet?
No, this is probably makes it make more sense because they probably sold it to Stafford like that. Like, yeah, we picked this quarterback, but we went out and got you Miles Garrett and McDuffie and blah
And
blah blah.
McDuffie.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and so it's probably
Okay.
to help Stafford a
Okay.
little bit. But then again, Stafford could throw his back out week 1 preseason and not play the whole year. We don't know. I mean, this move could be
Sam,
a super dumb move.
I'm glad you brought that up, man. And it, time will tell. Time will tell. But you're shoot. I would be ecstatic if the Seahawks are able to play Ty Simpson once,
Yeah,
twice. Are you kidding? Are we going to be able to play Carson Beck once or twice?
that would be pretty sweet, pretty great. Not gonna lie, that'd be pretty awesome. Play both of them. Yeah. Apparently, Sports Illustrated put out something ranking the best defensive trios. The Seahawks came in at number 5 in the league with Leonard, Ernest Jones, and Spoon.
So, time out. Am I able to assume that this is based on one from each level of the D?
The Rams is going to be Miles Garrett, Landman, and McDuffie. So I would say it's trending that way. And they were number
Okay, so
one.
that's what it's got. The cool thing about the Seahawks is you could make a case for numerous different players at each spot. I could say Eamon Worry. I could even
Yeah.
say Julian Love. Frick, man, I Byron Murphy,
Yeah.
Demarcus
They got
Lawrence.
Houston Texans is the second team with Anderson Jr., Shair, and Stingley. And then they got the Broncos is the number three with Benito, Singleton, and Sertan. And then four, Philly with Jalen Carter, the Zach Bond, and then Kenyon Mitchell. And then we got the Seahawks. So, I mean, I have an issue with the Broncos. I would take our guys over the Broncos.
Yeah, I would take our. I mean, yeah. I don't even think that's really even close, to be honest. That's kind of whack in my opinion.
Yeah.
Houston, you know how I feel about Houston's D. I love their D. They're absolutely ferocious. So I can't say enough about them drafting Katie McDonald. But Sam, you were talking about what could possibly happen to Stafford, but I knew this to be the case, and he deserved MVP last year. He's fantastic. He should probably be in the Hall of Fame, Sam. But I want to go back the last 5 or 6 years to really what is Matthew Stafford right now? Because let's start at 2021 touchdowns: 41, 10, 24, 20, 46. The last 5 years tell us, Sam, that Stafford's way more likely to be in the low 20s than the 40s. And he was even at 46 last season. I mean, just me
That's
being
wild.
reasonable looking at his no one's talking about that. Sam, 41, 10, 24, 20, 46. That's something significant that I just feel that the national media is overlooking right now.
Yeah, that's a fact. I would agree with that. I hadn't even seen that. So that's a good stat to pull out there.
There's nothing against. Amazing. I couldn't have more respect for the guy. What he did against the Seahawks defense was unbelievable because it took the knowledge, the arm angles, and the arm talent and it took so many attributes that basically only he has in terms of quarterbacks that are currently playing in the league right now. And that's one of the only reasons that the Rams were able to puncture the Seahawks defense when they had a stranglehold on everybody else.
Yeah. They had Nakua able to get into those soft zones and sit down and just torch us. So yeah, it'll be a great battle this year. I'm very excited for when we beat the Rams.
Let's go. Let's go.
Especially,
And Tyson B should be pumped, man. He thinks Stafford will throw 37. I'm not shitting on Stafford at all. I like pointing things out that are just being completely overlooked because it doesn't fit the popular narrative, and that's it right there.
Yeah, no, I mean Stafford's going to maybe throw 37 touchdowns.
He's
if his back holds
three
up.
straight very ordinary seasons, and then was fucking incredible last year.
Yeah,
that's
unless he found the fountain of youth. I mean, I don't know, because that back, I heard it wasn't being a cautious thing or any kind of a game. Like his back was messed up and potentially wasn't going to be playing for a while that year. So, and then they did some cryo chamber. I forget what it was, and.
Well, then I wouldn't mind a DeMarcus Lawrence Byron Murphy sandwich on his ass. So we'll have to wait till December. We'll have to wait that long. Someone's going to have to do our dirty work for us, man. Hell yeah, dude. We got the Mariners, man. Football's kind of creeping in around the corner. Some of our homies has got real teams. We know the Seahawks are a championship contender. The Ravens are looking for a bounce back. Everyone knows I like Houston. Ooh, doggy. Let's fucking go.
Yes, sir. And as Coach Mack says about Miles Garrett, we don't care.
We don't care.
Ass. Yep, we do not care.
And I love one more thing on Coach. Run it forward. I love that.
Yeah.
And the team believes in himself. Every single player I hear talking to the media is just regurgitating everything you hear Coach Max say. These guys are so bought in. It's so freaking fun. We got Bud Clark already making big time PBUs in practice. That guy's going to be an instant baller. So much fun. And this is another thought that I just kind of had randomly, Sam. And I love Coach Holmgren. I love Coach Carroll, but both those guys were already at the very top of their profession in terms of age,
Yeah,
and they were already at their peaks. Like Coach McDonald just won the Super Bowl in his second year as head coach. The man is still in his late 30s. This guy's ceiling is as high as it gets as an NFL coach. We are so fortunate and blessed as 12s that we were able to bring Coach Mack in. I can't believe it. I am so grateful and so thankful.
yeah, and like I mentioned, Hauschka helping him with that, getting
Mm.
the whole game plan for how he wants his coaching philosophy to be expressed to the team and everything. And yeah, he's had a huge impact on that from what I heard. And the whole play it forward thing, that is guarantee you, well, one of their ideas.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Sam, our Mariners were red hot. They kind of tailed off here, but I'm optimistic, man. We got the starting pitching rolling. I feel like if we can just iron out some consistency and once again, a little bit too many mental lapses for my liking, throwing
yes,
the ball all over the field, some blunders, mental miscues on the base paths. But overall, Sam, all that matters is our Mariners are in first place, our
yep,
Seahawks are defending champions, and
hmm,
holler at the players, man. We get BD back, get the big dumper back, get
yeah.
JP Crawford back, man. I'm actually kind of feeling optimistic, baby.
Yeah, me too. No, that we needed to see that from the Mariners. Like that little win streak they went on, that was much needed.
Mhm.
And it seems we're like an engine that we're trying to get fired up and we just sputtered again, but we'll get it cranking here soon.
And don't be afraid to work with the lineup and work with the bullpen a little bit, man. These are grown men. They got to be able to take their medicine, man.
Yeah, don't be
Dude,
afraid to
all of us
DFA or
get told
FE.
at work you're not doing good enough sometimes and you got to pick it up. And
Yep,
it's no different here. It's no different here.
yep. Everyone needs a kick in the ass every once in a while.
Uh, It's so funny you brought that up. Just one more thing. That's exactly what I thought of, though, with Colt Emerson and the piggybacking, JP Crawford catching fire, Luis Castillo finding it again. Sometimes it's good to feel the fire under your ass and know there's competition for your job. And JP and Luis, instead of wiltering, stood up like the competitors that we know they are and started playing better.
Yep, yep. Much credit to them and the organization. They just need to communicate better about
Yeah,
that
no
whole
doubt. No
situation.
doubt.
Yeah,
Anything else
yeah.
for the people, homie?
No, man, let's just have a good week of baseball and kick some ass.
Let's go, baby. Well, my oh my, it's another sports podcast. Shout out to Indy, man. That's Vaden Podcast Services. Vaden Podcast Services. Shout out to the homies in the live chat. Thank you for the energy. Thank you for the knowledge. That's your boy Sam, man. Thank you so much, homie. I love you, bro. It's your boy
Love you,
Ty.
brother.
My oh my, it's another sports podcast. Mariners, let's get on another win streak, baby.
Let's do it.